Now back in like March, I made my grand decision that I wanted to move out of my hometown. And I felt that this would be a very important just change in my life because I was really struggling with my mental health. And I had always wanted to get a dog. I'd had a dog very briefly when I was 10, but not very long. And I really wanted one of my own, but my parents never wanted a dog in their house. So I thought, I'm going to move to this new place and I'm going to get a dog because I think a dog could really help me. So I wanted to adopt a dog from a shelter. I wasn't comfortable with getting a puppy, and I kind of liked the idea of having a dog with a bit of a history. I felt, I have a history, and my dog has a history. We can just really, really bond over that. And I remember Jasper stuck out to me because of his eyes. And I saw his eyes, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want to meet that dog. I just kind of walked in, and I saw this little dog. I was like, oh my goodness, he's so cute. Yeah. And I kind of went up to pet him. I ended up sitting on the ground kind of near him, and I was petting him, and he went and put his head on my shoulder, and I just thought, this is my dog. I mean, my heart melted, and I just knew I needed to adopt this dog. It was a difficult time in my life because I was still struggling, and I wasn't working, and I didn't have a lot going on, but I just immediately, right after I adopted him, I just immediately felt better. I felt better about everything in my life, about taking care of myself, eating more, not over-exercising the way I used to. I didn't feel like I had to go running all the time. And what we found out pretty quickly is that every time I left, the whole time I was gone, he was howling and crying and barking just the whole time. I actually ended up talking to my vet about it, and her advice was to consider getting another dog. Which at that point, just shattered me. I was so attached to this dog after, I guess, probably a month or two of having him. My life had just so immensely improved. I just felt like he was my dog, and the idea that I wouldn't have him anymore was just absolutely heartbreaking. But I did have to kind of come to a realization that even though the dog had made me better and made my life better, I had to decide for myself that I could do it myself and that I had to be better for myself, which was a very important realization. But thankfully, I did not have to find out the hard way whether or not I could stay better by myself because he figured it out. But there have been times where I just didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to get out and do anything. But I've got this dog who is kind of has his head on my legs while I'm in bed. It's I would like to go out now. I would like to go out now. And you just gotta get up and you gotta do it. And I did, and I was always better for it. I used to always tell people, who needs a boyfriend when, no one is ever going to be this happy to see when you come home as this dog.